Hi everyone, and welcome to our most anticipated interview of all of our channel. And with me, I have Cristina Vee.
Hello, everybody.
So let's get started, shall we?
Yes, let's.
So, how did you begin your voice acting career?
So I've always loved animation, anime. I grew up during that time where Disney cartoons were in their renaissance. It's called the Disney Renaissance of the 90s. That's what it's been dubbed now. But I grew up during that time, and I wanted to be a voice actor. So I started doing it online. I try to do it as much as I could in any way that I could. So I did it online, and I was offered some opportunities with a dubbing company called Bang Zoom.
Bang Zoom, yeah. A lot of people actually started with Bang Zoom. In a prior interview with Michelle Ruff, she told me that she started off with that company. Mm-hmm. They both started. She was in their first project, actually.
Yeah. So and they saw something in me. I was lucky that I started young, and for me it wasn't. I don't know. It was more like a need. Like this is how I express myself, is through voiceover. So they really kind of cultivated me. They let me fail. You know what I mean? Like they put me in the booth. They raised
you to become a voice actor, to become who you are today.
Yeah. So I'm really thankful that they gave me those opportunities. And from there, I just kept honing my skills, getting better and better. Still taking classes, still doing my best to improve. And I've met other people who do it, and I've had great opportunities to audition for shows and projects, and I've been lucky with the characters that I've been cast as.
I was going to ask, if voice acting was something you wanted to do, or you wanted to do something else, but as you just stated, you always wanted to do voice acting? Is that right?
Well, when I was really young, I'm talking like single digits. I thought I was going to be an animator. I used to draw a whole lot, even throughout high school, and then something kind of switched. I was watching Sailor Moon one day, dubbed in English, and then I found that same clip in Japanese online, and I was probably like 12 years old, and that's when I realized that that's somebody's job. Somebody's the voice of Sailor Moon, and I wanted to be that voice. I got pretty darn close, let me tell you that, because I get to be Sailor Mars. So
yeah, you did.
So
you did the role again, right? In Sailor Moon Crystal, right?
Yep, Sailor Moon and Sailor Moon Crystal. We recorded them at the same time.
I remember I used to be a lot into. Now I don't remember if the VHS tapes I owned, and I'm saying VHS tapes. I'm really old here. Just 22 years old, but I feel old.
How old are you?
22.
Oh, you're so young.
But I say VHS, and then we look around, and it's like, what are VHS? I remember owning like an entire collection of VHS Sailor Moon.
Yes.
Anime, and I'm not sure if you were in them or not. We're talking about 1990.
No, I was probably 8.
Oh.
When it first came out.
Oh, okay, yeah, because like the first versions of Sailor Moon, right? Yeah, I had those.
Are the ones, yeah.
Right, I had those.
And like the pink VHS.
Yeah.
I had those too. I love them.
Yeah, I had those too.
My favorite from the original dub was the Princess Serenity episode.
Oh.
When she turns into the princess for the first time and My Only Love plays. When I first saw that, I cried. And then I saw it again and I cried. I love it so much. It's so much fun.
So, what was your first gig?
My first gig?
Yeah, as a voice actor.
I can't really remember. I was just I started off doing incidentals in Walla, so not really big roles. My first named character was in Rose and Maiden. I played some friends, and then in the second season I got to be Canaria. And then from there, my first lead role was Nanoha Takamachi in Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha, and Louise in Familiar of Zero.
Wow! So from there, just picked up, right?
Yeah. Well, not overnight or anything like that. Yeah. Even after I got my first lead roles, I was still in college, and
out of curiosity, because we both kind of come from almost the same city.
Yeah.
What college was this? You didn't.
Cal State Long Beach.
Oh, Cal State Long Beach. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Cal State Long Beach.
I go to Cerritos, so.
I did take some classes at Cerritos.
Oh, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I took them.
I'm pretty sure the campus
during summer.
Oh, during summer. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I really liked it.
I like the campus. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The campus has actually changed. There's some new buildings. They're extending it, actually.
I saw it the other day. It was really cool.
Oh, you went to it, or you just saw it?
My parents still live in that area, so when I go down,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I drive right past it.
Wow, what do you know? I study near where she lives. That's kind of cool. Wow, that is awesome. So, can you tell us your funniest moments you've had in the audio booth? Now, when I ask this to voice actors, they always tell me the most funniest or crazy story. That's why I love this question.
So, as you may know, that I just from meeting me the past 15 minutes, I burp a lot. Well, one time in the booth, I was recording fight sounds, reactions, and I farted. And here's the thing. They're like, hey, that was a great take. We just got a noise. We're going to scrub it out, it's called. So they're playing it out as they were scrubbing it, and all I hear is...
I'm done. I'm out.
And they didn't know. It was like my own secret shame because they didn't know what that was. They're just like, oh, we just have the sound. No, I eventually told the engineer, like, remember that? Like a year ago, you did this and you had to scrub out this noise. Like, yeah, that was totally a fart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have your own method of voicing characters, or is there something you do before you go into the audio booth or during?
Method. Well, if I play a crime fighter, I go out and fight crime. I'm just kidding. Obviously. But I find that I'm very visually inclined. The visual of the character really helps me to form the voice and the characterizations. So even when we're recording video games, a lot of times they'll show you the character once, like in the first session, and then it'll just be an Excel sheet of characters. What I do is I'll usually have the character up on my phone, and for some reason that really helps me hone into the voice.
Having the character on your phone?
Just having like any picture, like a visual of it.
Physical representation of the character itself.
That really, I think that's really what helps me unlock what I think the character, who I think the character is.
Out of all the characters you've voiced, who is your favorite? Now, I know it's probably hard because you have all the characters to choose from.
My favorite character? Yeah. All right. I'm not gonna step around the bush or whatever that saying is.
I think it's going around the bush.
Going around the bush? Beat around the bush.
Beat around the bush.
I'm not going to beat around the bush. Because I'm always really grateful when I get a new role, and it's very rewarding to me to be able to work with these characters. But being Sailor Mars really, like I said, I grew up watching Sailor Moon. So getting to be Sailor Mars is something that's really, I really cherish that, and I love that I get to be part of the show. And also, Marinette. I freaking love Marinette so much. So much. And there, I mean, we're probably going to get around to this in another question, but she reminds me so much of Sailor Moon in a way. And working on the show, it gave me the same feelings that I had when I was watching Sailor Moon growing up as a kid. That same sense of wonderment and romance.
Right, yeah, I got the same feeling, especially when she transforms, that whole transformation between Marinette, Chang, and Ladybug. The way she transforms, it resembles that of, Magical Schoolgirl.
Yeah.
Kind of type of Japan thing, and I think that's what the show. I think that's what they were headed with that.
Yeah,
and it has a Sailor Moon feel to it, especially when you compare how they transform in Sailor Moon between that and the show Miraculous Ladybug. You could right away see it. So we asked you already, what was your most memorable moment in the audio booth, and that was the whole farting thing. So what has been your most frustrating moment in voicing a character?
Frustrating. Oh man. I think there are some times, especially when I was a younger actress, get the first few sessions getting to know a character. There would be times where I think that, like, especially actors are really hard on themselves. Like, I want it to be great, and I want it to be great now, and I want it to be great from the beginning. And I think when I was younger, I really gave myself a hard time. So it wasn't really the project or the character or anybody else but myself kind of putting that pressure on me. And I found that by letting that go and of course giving more trust to the director and to the writers and the engineer, that not only is it an easier experience, but the end result is typically a lot better.
Right, because you're less stressed out, less tensed,
To, like, over-analyzing it, over-analytical, which which I find now, like, I know a lot of young actors will record an audition over and over and do every single line like 15 times and find the great one. But these days, I go with my gut and I do it, and usually those are the ones that I end up booking.
So here we're going more into the fandom of the anime fandom, and
Yes.
one of the, I don't know if you noticed, but one of the controversies that the anime fandom has in the sense of anime productions and stuff like that is English dubs, and that is very, very, it's seen very, very obvious with the new anime Love Live. From what I saw is that the anime fandom, some of the, if not most of the anime fandom, gave a lot of backlash when they announced the English voice cast. Some going as far as saying this person sucks as a sole character, or saying I didn't want this voice actor as a certain character.
Yeah.
You know, what is your opinions of that? I mean, does that bother you, or I mean?
You know what? I think that the most vocal people are the ones who have the negative opinions. Like, it was put into perspective for me, like, when you go on Yelp, you don't see a lot of, like, oh, this was so amazingly wonderful. It's a lot of, like, no, this place is horrible. So I think that that's why it seems like a lot of most people are against it. But it's this weird thing, because like I said, I grew up watching anime, and I would watch subs and dubs. But there's like this general feeling that subtitled anime is better, and that it's more natural.
Some people go as far as saying that why would you? So, on the other side, that people love those who love English say that why watch an anime subbed in a language you don't even understand. And I personally stand in both in the middle of both spectrums, because I watch both dubbed and subbed. And I mean, personally for me, I watch subbed because at the moment right now I'm learning Japanese. I'm studying Japanese, so watching or hearing in Japanese kind of helps me out, sort of like a phonics kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
But the truth is, when you're watching a subtitled anime. And personally, I do watch both, but the reason why I lean towards to watching things that are localized is because you're not getting the same experience. You think you're getting the same experience as you are if you were in Japan watching a Japanese show, but you're not. First of all, if you don't speak the language fluently, you're actually interpreting the show through the eyes of the translator in that particular translation. And also, there's a lot of, like, it's really odd because, of course, being a dubber, again, when I was younger, I thought it was, like, a fault that everybody has to love my work. But the truth is, like, one, it's personal preference. Two, like I said, it's still not the same experience. And three, even, like, if you ask people in Japan about the voice acting in anime, it's different. I mean, we're not replacing anything. The Japanese track will always be there. This is a new interpretation. We are not the English version of the Japanese voice actors. We are our own artists. Yeah, we're our own artists, and we're bringing everything we have to these characters.
So apart from doing video games and anime, I've noticed that you have at least a few dubs in live action. You were the correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you were the main protagonist in the original version of the One Missed Call movie. Were you?
Oh, you know what? That was a dub.
Right. Yeah. Dub. That's what I meant.
Yes.
Dub. Yeah. And also, I noticed that currently, right now, you're working on a live-action film. I'm not sure if it's independent film or if it's, major production or something. Can you tell us something about that?
Broken Spirits.
There you go. Yeah, where I think Spencer Spike is in it as well, and a
Richard
few other.
Epcar and Vic Mignogna.
Yeah,
we did that actually 5 years ago, and it's been in it's been a long time, and it's been in post-production since then. So I'm crossing fingers that one day it'll get it released.
So it's stuck in development hell, basically. Yeah. For those who don't know what development hell means, it just means that it's been stuck in a place where they're deciding what to do with it, you're editing it, stuff like that. Much what like happened with Miraculous Ladybug in the years between the 2D animation and CGI animation. So the more you know. Can you tell me any other projects that you're working on currently?
Currently, we are fundraising for a dub of Skip Beat, which is a really cute show. The fundraiser actually went live. Today's March 1st. It went live today, so maybe when this interview is aired. Hopefully it'll be funded, but I am helping out with the casting in that, and I might also be assistant directing.
Yeah, I saw that actually. I think I saw that in your Facebook group, right? I think I saw that. Yeah, there.
And then I just have my ongoing shows going on. Nothing really I can talk about right now, but anime, a really big show coming up.
Anything that has been already released that you can talk about?
Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Oh, just a constant stream. I feel like a constant stream of video games is kind of trickling out that I've been doing lately. I can't really think of any right now, but I'll let you know on Twitter.
So, do you have any other hobbies other than voice acting?
So, yes, I do. Currently, I am playing Pokemon Omega Red.
Right, where you're doing the voices of, I think, T-Bone and...
Oh, Cubone?
Cubone, right, T-Bone.
T-Bone is a steak. Which I'm also a fan of.
I just, oh my god, this is embarrassing. Cause it's funny because I just went to a Pokemon event party to celebrate the 20th year anniversary.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when it was at Japan LA in Hollywood, and
oh yeah, I almost went to that. That would have been funny.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh, it was fun. It was fun. I bought some awesome things, some slippers,
Nice.
some
Some
Eevee slippers.
Oh,
yeah, they were so cute.
Excuse me.
So yeah, regarding the hobbies, are there any other hobbies you like to do other than voice acting?
Yes, I like to play my 3DS. I play it very rarely, actually. Pokemon, I always play the new Pokemon game. Animal Crossing, I was really big into. Tomodachi Life, and oh my gosh, I forgot the name of that game. But anyways, I love playing 3DS. I also read a whole lot. I have a corgi. I love playing with my corgi.
Yeah, from your videos.
I also really like going to Disney World whenever possible. That's like my thing. I love Disney World. And I used to have a YouTube page, and I used to post my singing on there.
That's right, you're also a singer.
Yes.
Apart from being a voice actor.
And I used to do a lot more when I was younger, when I first starting out. I can't really do too many now because of all the projects that I'm in. I need to start producing my own original content. But I think the most popular song that I did was Bad Apple. I did the English version.
Oh, that's right. It went viral, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I recall
I still,
that.
yeah, to this day, like at conventions anywhere in the world, they're like, "Oh, you did Bad Apple." Like, I don't know what else you worked on, but Bad Apple.
Yes, it did went viral.
really
I remember
amazing.
that. Yeah, that was what, back...
I think 2010.
Right, yeah, that's when I was still in high school. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I'd be here interviewing Cristina Vee. Can you do the voices of the following characters?
I can.
Sailor Mars, Sailor Moon.
Mars, power, make up!
Marina Chang, Miraculous Ladybug.
Time to transform. Tiki, spots on! Blah! Maybe not that last part, but yeah. A little too anime.
Okay, do another line for the studio of Zag. Can you do another line?
Oh, sure. There's this line that we do in every episode. It goes, "No more evil doing for you, little Akuma. It's time to de-evilize! Gotcha! Bye-bye, little butterfly. Miraculous Ladybug!"
Awesome. This is amazing. This is amazing. The whole studio is probably going to be like, oh my god, she's here. This is fantastic. Katori, Love Life.
Oh, wow.
Honoka, I forgot what Kotori says. Music, start!
Like I said before, this interview is not just solely on Miraculous Ladybug, but also on her career. However, I did decide to include a Miraculous Ladybug section within this interview, just for all you fans, and this is it. So, how did you land your part as Marina Chang in the series? I mean, how did you get that huge role?
Ooh, okay, so I actually auditioned for this role a lot. I think maybe more than any other character I've auditioned for. I first got her sides probably a year before I was cast, actually. And I read for it, didn't hear anything back, and then I got them again. And I read for it again, and then they called me in for a callback, and they called me in for another callback after that. And so, but ever since the first time I saw her character design and read the script, the size that we had, I just knew it would be whoever was cast as this character, Ladybug, would be the luckiest girl in, like, the luckiest voice actress. And I fell in love with her right away.
Were you aware of the show before you got the part of Maria Chang?
I was not, and I'm kind of surprised because I keep up to date with, like, anime news. Like, I'm constantly on Crunchyroll just seeing, and I'd never seen the PV before I got the audition. Actually, before I got the callback, they said that there might be some materials I can look at online, and I saw the anime PV, and that made me just want it even more. I was like, this show is amazing. You could just tell, like, right off the bat.
Yeah, and one of the things that I liked about the show, well, not liked per se, but I found interesting, was that it was at first an anime, 2D anime, and then it went from that to, you know, what it is now, a CGI anime, CGI cartoon.
Yeah.
And I felt like the anime, the 2D version of it, was leaning more towards young adults, and now this CGI is more for young teenagers and probably preteens. Right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the animation is like, I've never seen anything like that on TV.
It's beautiful.
It looks like it should be in theaters. Like, every episode is just so beautiful.
What has been your favorite episode you've recorded so far?
My favorite episodes... Okay, so I have my favorite villain, and that's Eve Illustrator. Eve Illustrator, I guess? Eve Illustrator, that's her.
Eve Illustrator.
But my favorite episodes, I think, I'm having a tough time choosing between the origin stories and the last episode. They're just great. I love them so much. You should have seen me in the booth. I was like, oh my god!
So, Maria Chang, do you have a crush?
Me? What? No. I mean, it's not like I have pictures of Adrian all over my room and then my laptop or anything like that. No way! I'm totally into schoolwork and working hard, and that's what I'm sticking to.
And tending to your parents' bakery.
And tending to my parents' bakery.
What are your opinions on Ladybug?
Ladybug, I think she's the coolest. I mean, Paris totally needed a superhero like her. And I mean, Cat Noir, he's alright, but Ladybug, I think any man out there would be lucky to date her.
Pizza or crepes?
Ooh, well, you know what? I really like pizza for the savory quality, but if we're going for, like, dessert or treats, I would totally ask Alia to go out with me and buy some crepes.
When you're not fighting crime, what are you doing?
Well, what I do when I'm not fighting crime is a secret.
What are your opinions on Cat Noir?
Cat Noir? Well, I mean, I'm really grateful for him for helping me out and everything, but I think we know who the real brains of the operation are, if you know what I mean.
So, what's your secret identity?
I'll never tell. It's a secret. And I mean, I can't even tell Cat Noir that, so, I think that's just the way it has to be. I have to keep it a secret to protect my identity and to protect my friends.
So we're now moving on to the fan questions. Yay!
Questions.
Yeah! The first one is...
Send them in!
The first one is, what series would you like to voice a character that you're not in?
Ooh, wow. I need a new answer to this question. Because before it was Sailor Moon. And I got to be in Sailor Moon. Then it was Final Fantasy. And I got to be in Final Fantasy. You know what? I will say one of my dream jobs is to be one of the official Disney Princess voices. So, yeah, I really want to do that.
Princess Vee.
Princess Vee.
Second one is, what is your favorite scene, moment, or song from Love Live?
Oh, favorite scene? Okay, I really like the scene where they find Kotori and Akiba, and she doesn't want to be recognized by her friends, so she puts on like this really over-the-top, weird accent, pretends she can't understand what they're saying, and runs off. It's really cute. I love that part. My favorite song is Snow Halation.
How much did you know about Sakura Matsu's history before you got the role in Fate?
So, actually, I'd heard that she was a tragic character. People were saying, like, oh, Sakura, things happen. But I don't know what those things are yet, because I had never seen Fate Stay Night. And actually, I got the role. It's interesting because I originally went in for Fate Zero to play a different character, and that character didn't work out for me. But they're like, hey, can you play this character? And it was Sakura. So that's how I got that part.
So it was
yeah.
purely by chance then.
Yeah, it felt like it was by chance. And then, of course, I'm really happy that it happened because she has such an amazing story arc. But yeah, I didn't know. I discovered her as we went along.
Oh, okay. How was it like playing Kotori in Love Live? And was she a fun role to do?
I love playing Kotori. I almost did an audition for her because I thought, oh, my voice is probably not right for this character. The same thing I felt about Sailor Mars, but I tried it anyways, and I'm glad that I did because I can see, like, those are the characters for me. Like, I was supposed to play these two characters. I was really surprised about the range of her voice, that it's really high-pitched. And so I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and I loved playing her. I love all her cute moments. I don't think I've played a character like her before, actually. I'm usually like the tragic or hyper one, and she's just very sweet and calm and kind, and it was really, really refreshing.
Is there something new going on with Vocaloid?
So I just released an album on Omakase, which is a streaming and gift box service. So you can check out the album on there, and we use the song that was funded in my Kickstarter from a while back. As for Vocaloid, there's nothing currently in progress. I do have a game out called Vocaloid Pop. You can check that out on iTunes. And for now, I am currently working on new music and might have a couple of Vocaloid songs in there as well.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Were you thinking of performing covers of the songs in Love Live?
Ooh, I can't do that and post it online, unfortunately. But maybe if we're at a convention, I can sing some Love Live karaoke. I wouldn't mind that.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
What's it like playing huge characters?
Huge characters? Oh, sorry.
Popular.
I was like, wow, did I play any giants recently? Popular characters. I love it. I love that I get to play characters that people can relate to, and they get emotionally attached. They go on their journey with them. It's very rewarding and fulfilling. And I think that I'm very lucky that, like I said, I get so many of these awesome characters. And I feel very proud and honored. And I want to keep doing it for as long as I can.
Awesome.
Thank you for tuning into this interview on the Kitsune Network. To win this autographed collage of me, subscribe and share this interview right now. Peace and love. Bye.
And I would like to thank Addie and the whole entire team here at Zag Animations for letting me interview Cristina Vee, the voice of Marinette Chang.
That's me!
And, being here is a great honor. Thank you, everyone, for watching, subscribing. I do this for you guys. And, as usual, till next time.
I'm never leaving. Hello.
Yeah, that's Jeremy.
Oh, shoot.
I know. Wait, what is that? Was that recording? You know what?
Fangirling.
I'm just gonna cut that. And just send it to you. That little part. Like, is that him? Yes, it is. So Jeremy Zag just walked in front of us. We're like
Zag, as in Zag.
Jeremy Zag, the Jeremy Zag, owner and of Zag Animation Studios. So let's see if he passes by and we can Marinette Chang here could say hi to him in her voice. Is that coming?
No, I can't do it.
Okay, he's going.
Hi, it's good to meet you. I mean, it's meet Taguchi. I mean,
Oh my god, I just recognized that line. I just recognized.
I think I went full Marinette.
That's gonna be a new meme now. Going full Marinette. Alright, let's continue.
okay.
I'm not actually
What? I'm out of here.
I barely have time to watch any anime actually.
You gotta watch Love Live because it's super. Do you like K-On?
Yeah, that.
It reminds me of K-On. It's very like